Hey guys, welcome to the Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video, and today we're going to be talking about Onion Knight, reviewing him, reviewing Onion Knight Refia, and also reviewing the meme on my channel. You know who it is, Dark Knight Luneth. So we're going to go ahead and get into those. Let's get into it. So first of all, we have Dark Knight Luneth here. He gets quite a lot of upgrades, including a dispel on certain things. He also gets a chaining capability. He has chaining capabilities. He has 300% TDH. He has 100% true to wield. But he has 6 times cap, which is nice. And his STMR is one-handed anyways, so you could build him that way if you really wanted to. But he can be a buffer as well, because he will get enhancements. Apparently now units just get enhancements when they get new age upgrades. So finisher, as everybody already knows that. And then his Brave Shift, which is nice. You can shift over to his Brave Shift form. You can do that if you like. 200 times finisher with 2 uses on its radius ability. Some undead killer, and then some buffs for undead killer. And also, for some reason, he has 150% machine killer, which is interesting, I guess. So there's not very many downsides to him, but his modifier is a little on the low side, but it's okay because he can do a lot of other things besides just being a damage dealer. You're not bringing him just for the damage. Of course, you can bring him as a finisher. He will bring the damage. He will do that. His breaks are not as high as they could be. That's okay, guys, because he has a lot of other things he can do. He can buffer, your finisher, your chainer. You can do a lot of things, guys. So, you know, he's a nice roll compression unit. And what score am I going to be giving him? I'm going to be giving him an 8 out of 10 because it would have been 8.5 if his breaks were a little higher, but at this point in the game, not so good anymore. They were good at one point, not anymore. So 8 out of 10 because he has pretty good roll compression. Moving on. Now we have Onion Knight Refia here, who is an interesting case because actually she's another interesting unit that doesn't just deal with damage dealing and things like that. So she has multiple chaining frames. The AR not so useful, but you could use it for dark visions if you really want to. But having Stardust Right and AMOE frames are quite nice. Quite nice, guys. Mentions the Brave Shift, which is nice as well. 100% provoke to an ally, which it's okay. It's pretty good. And Undead Mitigation, which is pretty rare still. There's very few units that can actually use racial mitigation, such as Charlotte in the future, where she'll have demon mitigation, and also Renora, who has machine and human mitigation. So there's very few. True to wield, and also 6 times cap in her Brave Shift form. So that's quite nice because she doesn't have to shift back, so you can take advantage of that 200% true to wield and 6 times cap bonus, just similar to Furion. In his normal form, he has 200% true to wield and 6 times cap, so you can get this if you have Onion Knight Refia. Cons I can think of, and I believe I'm still gonna say this, is that her modifier is a little on the low side, but as I said, just for Luneth, she's not only just for damage, guys. She's also can do a lot of other things involved, things that I didn't even mention. I know she has a lot of other things she can do. Accuracy buffs, which is not neat. It's like really niche, but she has other things she can do as well. So I'm gonna be giving Refia, I'm gonna be giving her an 8.5 out of 10 because she does have a lot of unique situations that she can be put into. And I know a lot of people are excited about her. A lot of people are looking forward to Refia. So there's that. And finally, the main evento. We have the Onion Knight Neo Vision. And we have him coming in with infinite turns on his Brave Shift form, of course. 50% general mitigation permanently for himself. And he'll have accuracy increase, which is quite nice for all allies, which is going to be useful for an upcoming trial. And you can increase his accuracy for himself for 200%. So he also has the Break Dodge skill in his Brave Shift form, which is really useful for a lot of trials. He has the utility for doing that. He has 80% breaks on-chaining in his Brave Shift form, 85% breaks on his Luneth burst in his Brave Shift form, which is I would recommend it because that's pretty good, and also decreasing physical accuracy by 50%, which is not really proven to really do anything in the current game state. That's not really that useful. If you're taking physical hits, you can either mirage it or it was a 6 single target attacks, so you can just use a dodge provoker for that as well. It's 150% true to wield and a 6 times cap, which is quite good. And I think he has for both. I'm not sure why he just said normal. Pretty sure he has that for both guys. And he has some elemental resistance passives, which is nice, just like the CG version of Ununite. And also has insect and human killers, which is interesting because usually you would expect him to have like undead killers and stuff. But actually he has a more broadened aspect of that. So there are some negatives, and we're going to be looking at when you're talking about Ununite, this version. Comparison to the CG version of Elemental, unfortunately for him, he has no elements, he has no imbues and no imperils. So you have to have help with that situation. You need someone to imbue for him. Unfortunately, Pwn does not exist. Unfortunately, Chris Sasayaka doesn't exist on the global side. But there is a certain someone named Yoshikiri who will be able to help with that. Also, Sylvie can help with that as well. I know someone's going to say that. So Sylvie and Yoshikiri would be very nice for him. Although Sylvie, in a lesser extent, because I don't think she has any imperils. If she does, whoops. But Yoshikiri is much better, I think, in that position because he can do a lot of other things with Ununite as well. And also, one other thing, the accuracy, just like I said with Refia, the accuracy buffs and debuffs are a very niche gimmick, only useful for well, at least for the accuracy buffs are only useful for one trial, and the debuffs aren't proven to be useful at all right now because there's just easier ways to deal with physical attacks from the bosses instead of using this. So when we get into giving Ununite, I think I'll be giving him an 8.5 out of 10. He can be your breaker, he can be your DPS with a little bit of support, but he could also be your side DPS. He can do the break dodge, he could do the accuracy thing if you need him to do that stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this banner in total, and am I in the money with these scores, or am I not looking at something correctly? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you like these reviews, please give a like, make sure to give a subscription to the channel, make sure to hit that notification bell, and if you want to support the channel and support all the things that I'm doing, please go ahead and click on that join button. It's a square and it says join, and you can help support the channel in very, very affordable ways. So if you're able to do that, please go ahead and do that. I really would appreciate it. And if you watch all the way to the end of this video, make sure to type in hashtag Yoshikiri's best bud. Yoshikiri's best bud is a keyword. That's a long keyword, but it's a good one. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to do all those things I said, and there'll be 2 videos on the side of the screen that may interest you. If you haven't already watched them, make sure to give them a look. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.